And we are live. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I want to personally welcome you to the Beast Pod, where we talk all things youth football strategies, tactics, and most importantly, this is where you get your questions answered. And for those who don't know, you better call somebody. I am your host, Coach Bees, man. How are y'all doing today? Want to personally welcome y'all guys again. I'm really excited about the show today because, it shows like this, right? Where we're really able to get into solutions. And I'm all about solutions, I don't like people who just always talk about the problems, but they don't really provide no solutions, or they talk about theory and they don't provide no solutions. On the show today, we're going to address something really interesting, guys. We're going to talk about why your youth football team keeps losing and how to fix it. All right, guys. Now, for some of you guys, you're having a phenomenal season. You done won most of your games. You may be undefeated, but guess what? This show is for you too, because if you've been coaching for any long period of time, I'm here to tell you, you will run into what I call a nightmare season. So we're going to talk about that too, guys, and come up with some tactical solutions to really turn the season around. But do me a favor, if you're just coming on, do me a solid, hit that like button. I want you to go ahead and hit the like button. Hit that like button for me. This is going to let other coaches know that we are live, and you're going to be doing me a big solid. Okay, guys? Also, got some big announcements. If you want to hear these announcements, because these are going to benefit you. If you want to hear these announcements, give me a hell yeah in the comments. And shout out to my TikTok people. Shout out to my Facebook people who are also watching the show. Shout out to you guys. We got some giveaways going on today, y'all. We got some big giveaways. But if I don't get a hell yeah in the comments, I'm not giving away crap. How about that? If I don't get no hell yeahs in the comments, I'm not giving away nothing. I'm not even going to announce it. How about that? Because it'll defeat the purpose of the show. Y'all know how we rock. Y'all know how we rock here on the Beast Pod. We're interactive, guys. So let me make the first announcement before we get into the show. The first giveaway is, if we get 50 likes on the show, I'm giving away my Strongman Beast offensive system. Okay? We get 50 likes on the show, I'm giving away my Strongman Beast offensive system. Miss Beast is already ahead of the game. That means that you're going to get the Strongman Beast offense 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and the Beast RPO playbook. That's right. If we get 50 likes on the show on the YouTube side, y'all are going to be able to get the Beast 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and RPO playbook. All right, guys. I'm really excited about this because I'm gonna be frank with you. If you want to dominate, that's the big four right there. Like that's the four horsemen. That's the four horsemen of playbooks right there with offense. Okay. Now I got another giveaway, guys. This is a fun one. This is a new one. This one is kind of out the norm of the show, right? Our other goal in giveaway is, if we get $100 of super chats on the show, I'm giving away my Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. I'm giving away the big kahuna. Y'all got me? I'm giving away all 18 of my playbooks and drill books, including my system, today. So if you want to qualify for that, all you have to do is a super chat of whatever amount. It can be $1.99. It can be $5. It can be $100. It can be $50. It can be $500. It can be whatever amount. But if we hit $100 total with super chat, I'm going to be giving away the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle, right? I am so pumped about that. I had to go ahead and do my early explosion on the show. But the way to go ahead and get the party started is go ahead and hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. If you haven't already, man, hit that like button. So let's get to the show, guys. I'm not even going to do a sponsor today. I'm not even going to do a sponsor. I'm so pumped about what we got going on today. So again, guys, we're going to talk about why your youth football team keeps losing and how to fix it, right? Guys, I've been getting so many messages from you guys in terms of, you know, coach, man, I need your help. I need your help, man. Like we losing, man. Like what's going on? Like what's the problem, right? So I decided I'm going to dedicate this week to answer y'all questions, and that's what I'm doing. And this is the big show where we're going to address those issues. Coach Winter says first year coaching, and we are 0-7. That's all right, brother. That's all right, man. It's all right. I've been there, done that. Got my scars. I got my scars to prove it, right? But we're going to come up with solutions with it, okay, guys? Now, before we get into the heart of the show, I almost, man, forgot. I don't know how I almost forgot, but we got to get into my favorite segment of the show, which is Rep Your Squad. Rep Your Squad. In other words, I want you to shout out where you're from, city and state, and also what team do you coach. I want to show your team some love. I want to give a big shout out to your squad. Let me know where you're coming from, and let me know the squad that you coach. Coach G, what's going on, man? Let me see. Let me give some love to some of you guys who jumped on fast too, man. Coach G, Coach Winters, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Let me see. We got Starling Sounds from Dracula, Georgia. Where is that? I never heard. Miss Beast, have you ever heard of Dracula, Georgia? Never heard of it. I'm intrigued. Let me know what part of the state that's in, Coach. Shout out to him and his 10U team. We got Coach Hendricks in the house from West Coast. Shout out to you, Coach Hendricks, my guy. Let's see. Shout out to Coach Cole. We got Coach Cole in the house from Reed City. Shout out to him and his 3rd and 4th grade squad. We got Royals 1. Shout out to you, Coach, from Brandon, Mississippi. Shout out to them dogs. Roo, 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 roo. Shout out to YouTube user. Shout out to you, YouTube user. Let's see. He said, same here. We're from Fayetteville, Ohio, 8-9U team. We 0-6. No worries, man. I got you, man. This is the show for you. This is the show for you. Let's see here. We got Coach Running in the house from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Shout out to his Horseman 7U squad. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. We got Coach Andrew in the house from Millburn Mercenaries. Yeah, Millburn Mercenaries. See, hey, what in the world is a college degree when you still can't pronounce words the way you want to? I got college degrees and all this stuff back here, and I still can't pronounce words the way I want. Shout out to him and his 8U team. He said he is winless and a firm believer of Coach B's. Man, I appreciate you, brother. I'm a believer in you too. That's why I'm going to help you out tonight, man. Let's see here. Coach says, Darkula, Georgia is north of Atlanta. Okay, got you, man. Shout out to you. Miss B says New Mexico showing out today. Shout out to New Mexico, one of my favorite states. Shout out to New Mexico. Let me give some love to my TikTok fam over here. Let's see. We got Coach Kip in the house. Shout out to him and his 10U Hornet squad. Shout out to you, Coach Kip. We got, let's see. Coach K in the house. Shout out to her and her 7U squad. Shout out to you. Let's see. It's the Plathtown Packers from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oh, she said she's not a coach, just a football mom. Hey, you are welcome on this show. Shout out to you, Miss Tiffany K. Shout out to you. Let's see here. We got Shad in the house from Gulfport, Mississippi. Shout out to him and his 8U Cowboy squad. We are loaded today, y'all. We are loaded on the show today, y'all. Absolutely loaded. Shout out to Coach Chris and his, let me see, it's that Pepples from Pepples, Ohio. Shout out to him. I'm looking at stuff from a distance now. I got glasses, but I still can't see y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. So wanted to show y'all some love, give y'all a big shout out, man. absolutely love showing y'all love because y'all do the same to me. And that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. I want to give y'all positive energy, and I love that positive energy back, man. Really, really appreciate you guys. So if y'all are ready to get the show on the road, let me get a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah in the comments. Give me a hell yeah in the comments. And again, guys, for those who are just coming into the show, we got 2 big giveaways going on, okay? If we hit 50 likes, I'm giving away my Strongman Beast offensive system. That means that you are getting the Beast 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and RPO playbook. You will be in the runnings for it, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, the big giveaway, if we reach $100 in super chats, if you donate to the super chats, we reach $100, I'm giving away my entire system, the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle, the entire system. Okay, guys, all 18 playbooks, drill books, you name it. All right, guys. So let's get into this show. Let me see. Miss Beast, did I get a hell yes? I don't see any hell yes. Do you see any hell yes? No. I don't see any hell yes. Let me see. Okay, now they coming. Now y'all know me, guys. I'm Coach Beast. I can't turn off that coaching switch. I can't turn it off, guys, right? I coach kids, I coach coaches, I coach myself. It's just in me, guys. It's just in me. So, guys, let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. Because first of all, I think, let me start here. I've been in a position, guys, where I've had undefeated seasons. I've had seasons where I didn't win crap. I had seasons where I've been middle of the road. I've had seasons where we had a great season, could have won it all, didn't win it all. I've had seasons, guys, where I had teams that wasn't championship caliber, right? They wasn't championship caliber, but they outperformed for who they were that season. That's the beauty of coaching. And I thank God for going through everything I've been through as a youth football coach, because what it does is it eliminates a lot of ego. It eliminates a lot of ego. Because here's the thing. When you're dealing with ego-driven coaches, all they're going to talk about is their wins, right? All they're going to talk about, they're not going to talk about their doo-doo. They're not going to talk about the doo-doo. They're not going to talk about the dirt that's under their rug, right? They're not going to talk about the skeletons in their closet. But I'm here to tell you, if you coach youth football or coach at any level for any given time, you're going to go through the good, you're going to go through the bad, and you're going to go through the ugly. But the number one thing, guys, I want you guys to understand, and we're going to get into the problem. And I really hope you guys are taking notes, because I am going to quiz you guys on this. If we hit this 50 likes goal, y'all know I ask you questions from the show. So I hope you guys are taking notes, because I'm about to put y'all on game. I'm going to start cooking, all right? So the number one mistake that coaches make during a losing streak, the number one mistake that coaches make during the losing streak is they panic and start changing everything. Changing everything. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you are having a nightmare season, or a season where you haven't won any games, or you only lost a few, you only won a few games, and you're trying to change up everything. Let me know in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments. I want to get the feel for everybody tonight on the show. I want to get a feel for everybody on the show tonight. Usually, and I'm using myself from experience, I remember the first time I ever had a bad season, right? And this is I want to say this is like year three or four for me. We came off year 1, we made it to the championship. We came up short in the championship. We lost that game 13-6, devastated, and then we're here in year 3. And while we're trying to put pieces together, year 3 or 4, somewhere in there, we're trying to put pieces together. I'm like, man, this is a good team. Why are we losing these games we should win? Oh, I'm not running enough plays. And then, guys, at this time, man, I swear, at this time I had this big white notebook, this big ass white notebook, right? And I'm like, I don't know, man, 50 to 80 plays in there. So, we're going through all these plays, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna run spread, we're gonna run, we're gonna go empty, then we're gonna get them with double wing, then we're gonna go a little flex bone, and then we're gonna go a little single back. Like, I got all this crap all over the place because I'm trying to find solutions, right? And I'm trying to call all these plays, and guess what? We wasn't good at crap because we were spread too thin. So the number one mistake is you panic and you start changing everything. You start switching up plays. You start switching up positions. You start changing your scheme. You start trying to fix the foundation of your program. You start trying to do everything. And that's the number one mistake, guys. Okay? And don't worry. I'm going to give you the solution as to what you need to do. Okay? I'm going to give you the solution as to what you need to do. Solution number one. Guys. You got to reestablish discipline and structure in your program. You got to reestablish discipline and structure in your program. Right now, some of y'all, when I said that, some of y'all thinking about your football players. No. I want you to think directly at your leadership, okay? I want you to start with you and then look at your coaching staff and then your volunteer staff. And then you got to tighten that up. You can't loosen up. You got to tighten it up, okay, coach? You got to tighten it up because usually the mistake happens before you play any game. Usually the mistakes happen week one of practice where you got a coaching staff you don't fully vibe with. You know what I'm saying? You got a staff you don't fully vibe with. You got parents that rowdy, but you're like, well, I'm not confrontational. So I'm gonna be Mr. Nice Guy. But now, now them parents out of control, especially if you're losing, right? Then at your practices with your kids, you let your kids get away with everything. Bad technique, bad form, lackadaisical at practice, bad systems at practice, right? You got a lot of things going on at practice and that you let get away with, but now you see that you're in trouble because that soft, lackadaisical practice that you had now is exposing you and your team, and y'all can't win crap. You can't even win against sorry teams in your league. Stop me if I'm lying. What's that movie? Stop me if I'm lying. If I'm lying, say shut up, Coach B. Put that in the comments. Shut up, Coach B. Hey, if I'm telling the truth, I want you to put right on in the comments. Put right on in the comments. Give me a right on. Because I'm telling you guys, I've been there, done that. Been there, done it, guys. So you got to tighten up your leadership, okay? You got to reset your standard. You got to get back to the stuff that's going to get the results. And usually when you're having a nightmare season, guys, check this out. Less is more, man. Less is more. You got me? When all hell is breaking loose and you got all kind of crap going on in your program, you can't win for losing. Less is going to be more. You got to go back to the basics. You got to reset your standard. Meaning, what do I mean when I say reset your standard? Let me put, because this may be a quiz question right here. When I say reset your standard, what I'm talking about is you got to be on time. Your coaching staff got to be on time. Your volunteer staff got to be on time. You got to have full effort. You got to put full effort in your kids. Your coaching staff got to put full effort in your kids. Your volunteers got to put full effort. Your kids got to put full effort. Everybody got to know their job and do their job. And it's your job as the head coach. Coach Hendricks hit the nail on the head. You got to hold everybody accountable. That's a word that's not popular in 2025 in our society, right? You got to hold everybody accountable, guys. If you don't hold everybody accountable, they will disrespect you. They will do whatever they want because there's no leadership. I say all the time, guys, look, if you're late for practice, if you're 10 minutes late for practice and your parents see it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be 20 minutes late for practice. Seen it. If you're 10 minutes late for practice, I always tell the story, share the story with you guys, that there was a program that we were considering partnering with. I can't talk today. We was going to be partners with this program, and literally he said, "Hey, can you meet me at our field 6 p.m.? You know, we talk so we can talk, and you know, you meet the kids, all of that." I'm like, cool. So me being me, I show up 5:45, right? Because I love to be before time, right? So I get there, nobody's there. Then the coach pull up around 6:02, something like that. Coach pulls up. I talk to him. Now I'm looking at the clock. It's 6:15. I'm like, man, I'm still talking to this dude. What the hell, you know? I'm talking to him. I see one parent pull up. I think this is the cheer mom. Still no kids. Now at 6:20, I see 2 or 3 kids pop up. They get their practice starting. Mind you, no coaches. I don't see no assistant coaches or anything. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Shout out to you, Tiffany K. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the YouTube side. Welcome. But 6:20, a few kids come in. 6:30. Now you got coaches, assistant coaches coming in, and they got a few kids and all of that, and they start practice about 6:35. Like, I'm over here like, what the hell? They want to merge with us? They will absolutely hate me because I'm a stickler for organization and being on time and holding everybody accountable. And this incident happened more than once. It happened twice. The second time I seen that, okay, this is their culture. We're not going to partner with them. We're not going to do it. Our standards are way too different, right? So what is your standard, coach? Let me know. What is your standard? What have you allowed to go on in your program that has now became out of control? Is it kids showing up to practice on time? Is it you showing up to practice on time? Is it your coaching staff? Is it your staff not putting in full effort, your kids not putting in full effort, and you let it go? You let it go week 1, you let it go week 2. Now you can't win a game because y'all practice and play like crap, right? And you're trying to figure it out. Is it respect? Oh my goodness, this is a big one. Are you being disrespected? Is people talking to you any kind of way? Are your kids talking to you any kind of way? Is your coaching staff talking to you any kind of way? Volunteers, parents, are they talking to you any kind of way? Are you, the head coach, talking to them any kind of way? Are you disrespecting them? Because it goes both ways. I am cooking. Because that's what we don't talk enough about. Sometimes you are the problem. You're causing the chaos. Sometimes it's you that needs a reality check, and it's you that needs to lead with respect and lead by example, right? And respect everybody. It's absolutely vital, guys. Y'all got me on that. Accountability. So when I say reset the standard, when I say reset that standard, what I'm saying is be on time, show full effort, show respect, and have accountability. Y'all got me? Be on time, hold everybody accountable, show full effort, and respect everybody. And that needs to go all the way around. You need to be the one that lead by example with all of those 4 things, and then hold everybody accountable to that standard. All right? And this is kind of number 2, and I'm not going to be on this long, but guys, you got to get back to coaching your kids up. If you let the biggest mistake you can make, see, at the beginning of the season, before the season start, the type of coaches I see in my feed all the time. This is like in the summer and right before the season starts. So we're talking about May, June, July. These are the type of coaches I hear. Man, youth football fun, man. We ain't gonna practice hard like that, man. These kids, man, it's supposed to be fun. I don't hear any of those goddamn coaches during the season. You know why? They're not having fun. They're losing games. They're getting embarrassed. Their parents like, what the hell? What kind of program I put my kid in? Because number one, winning is fun. Let's just be truthful about it. Winning is fun. You don't believe me? Get your kids and see how happy your kids are when they pancake another kid, when they make a big hit, when they score a touchdown. When you get a 9-year-old scoring their first touchdown ever, you don't think that's fun? You see an offensive lineman pancake a defensive lineman. You don't think that's fun? That's fun for the kids. You know what's not fun? The actual kid, your kid's getting pancaked. Your kid's getting hit sticked and knocked out off the field into the sidelines and to the bleachers. That's not fun, right? What's not fun is, let me pull this up. This thing been up and I haven't even. This not fun. Seeing a 60-piece put up on them in the game, right? You know what else not fun? Your team has to forfeit in the third quarter because they're getting blown out. That's what's not fun, right? Let me see if I can put yeah. You looking like this coach on this screen, right? That's not fun. Y'all got me. Now we're gonna get into some tactical stuff. I think y'all get my point right now as it relates to goddamn, man, coach, you're right. I got this going on in my program. I got that going on in my program. And don't feel bad. We're gonna get into our live Q&A segment, okay? Let me do a quick reset for everybody who just coming in, man. Welcome to the Beast Pod. Again, we got 2 big giveaways going on. We get 50 likes on the show. We're giving away my Strongman Beast offensive system, okay? My Strongman Beast offensive system. That includes the Beast 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and RPO offensive playbook, okay? If we reach $100 with super chats, okay? And super chats is a great way to get your question answered too, especially when we got a hell of a lot of questions. If we get $100 in super chats, I'm giving away my Beast Unleashed playbook bundle, okay? The entire bundle, guys. And also, if you guys have noticed that we got a QR code up here on your left side of the screen here, okay? Now, if you want to take advantage of getting the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle, and we're going to talk about playbook stuff in a minute, if you want to take advantage of getting this bundle, getting my system, and kind of hitting the reset button, you can get it right now 90% off. Just scan the QR code on the left side of the screen, and you'll be able to get that playbook bundle for 90% off. Just scan that QR code. I'm going to leave it up there for you. And then, of course, we got the Beast Nation USA guys. That, man, we're going to talk about that a little later in the show. But we got Beast Nation USA, where we make sure that you are positioned as a high-value youth football coach and build a winning program, okay? I'm so excited about this. This is my baby. And I'm here to tell you that's going to be a game changer. We're going to talk about that in a few. So Do y'all want some tactical solutions? If y'all want some tactical solutions, give me a hell yeah in the comments. If y'all want tactical solutions, give me a hell yeah in the comments. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. And also, guys, this is kind of, this is going to be kind of our halftime, right? I got a question for the group, and this is a fun question, all right? I've been thinking about this all day. I've been watching the little college football. I've been, I'm always watching ball and stuff like that every day. Just trying to always stay sharp and on my P's and Q's. But listen, let me ask you this. If you were offered a job at your dream college or dream high school, okay? So if you was offered your dream college or high school job, right, to be a positional coach, what position would you like to coach? What is your specialty? Let me know in the comments. What is your specialty? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And while that's going on, to my TikTok and YouTube people, man, appreciate y'all for rocking with us on the show. Listen, if you guys want to be a part of the giveaway and also the live Q&A we're about to do in a few minutes, I encourage you to come on over to the YouTube side, okay? Come on over to the YouTube side. That way I'm able to get to your questions, answer your questions, all of that good stuff. And you also are able to interact on the show with the playbook giveaway. If we hit 50 likes, where we at right now, Miss Beast, as it relates to likes? And shout out to Miss Beast. She's working in the background, guys. Y'all see her in the comments. She's always working in the background, man. Shout out to Miss Beast and everything she does. But yes, if you're on TikTok, Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Just look up Coach Beast. You'll see us live. And that way, guys, you'll be able to be a part of the festivities. Right now, we are at 23 likes. 23 likes right now. So we almost halfway there, guys, which is about on par because guess what? We're about halfway with the show. We're almost done. Let's hit this 50 like. I know we can do it. I know. Chief Manifestation says she's a beast, pun intended. Shout out to Miss B. She is, man. She really is a beast. Hey, she got to be a beast to put up with me, man. Because I'm all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Shout out to Miss Beast. So we got, let's see. Some of you guys said, let's see. Chief Manifestation said running back coach. If he can coach any position, he'll be a running backs coach. Let's see. Coach Winter says defensive end. Defensive ends coach. All right. Let's see. Warner Robin Sports says D-line coach. I like that. I like that. Coach G says running backs coach. Let's go. Let's go. Coach Hendrick says DB coach. Football 101. Running backs coach. We got a lot of running backs coaches. Coach Paul, running backs coach. That's what's up. Coach Mitchell says linebacker coach. I see you, Coach Nez. Coach Nez on TikTok says linebacker coach. Coach Flexenwall, I hope I said that right. O-line coach, right? Let's see. Coach Cole says D-backs coach. D-backs coach. I love it. I love it. So let's play a game real quick. Let's play a little game. This is a good one. I'm going to give away a playbook if somebody can guess what type of coach I would be if I was, my dream job probably be more on a college level, guys. So if I was offered a college coaching job, let's say my dream job, I'm kind of different, guys. Like my dream school to coach at is at schools like Notre Dame, Navy, Air Force, those type of schools. If I was offered a job, if I was offered a job in a certain position, what would that position be? What type of position coach I'll be? Let me know. Let me know. Coach Chris says he be D-line coach. See a lot of linebacker coaches on TikTok. Offensive line. All right. Okay. We close. Hey, Coach Hendrick says this is a real fan question. That's true. That is so true. If y'all know me, y'all know me, man, on this one. If y'all know me, y'all really know me on this one. And I'm flattered by some of these, like OC, of course. Yeah, OC is definitely something, but from a positional coaching standpoint, non-coordinator standpoint, and some say head coach. Okay, so the truth is, and I only see two people who got this right. The truth is, I would love to be a tight ends coach, guys. I would love to be a tight ends positional coach. Absolutely. I was a tight end in high school. I was also an outside linebacker. I enjoyed that. That really bring out my crazy as a linebackers coach. But I love being the tight end. I love being, kind of a utility player where I can block, I can catch, I can do a lot of things in the offense. Yeah, tight ends don't get a lot of praise, but I love the job that they have to do, right? I love the job they have to do. And I would love to coach up a tight ends just because I understand the assignment and the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So I would be a tight ends coach. So listen, winners, Coach Hendricks. Shout out to you, Coach Hendricks. And football one-on-one, I'm going to give it to y'all. Y'all win a playbook. And we're going to do this. You win a playbook of your choice. How about that? You win a play. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my email. I'm going to drop my email in the comments, and just email me after the show, during the show. Let me know what playbook you want. Go to my playbook store. You can look and see what you want, and see what individual playbook you would like. I know Coach Hendricks won before. So I don't know if he won the whole bundle or what, but just let me know. Let me know. And here is the email. Here's my email. And look, y'all assholes don't be, especially y'all who watching this on replay, y'all assholes don't be sending me email to me. I won the playbook bundle. I had that happen this week, y'all. I had a guy email me. Obviously, he watched the replay. He's like, hey, Coach Bees, I won the playbook. My name is, I'm like, man, I already gave the playbook to this guy. Chill out. Like, that's the stuff that drives me crazy, guys. You got people coaching kids, and then they come on my in my email trying to get a free playbook, trying to jip me. Isn't that sad? And these guys coaching kids. Freaking unbelievable. This is why we're going to make youth football great again, guys. All right, guys, let's get to it. So let's talk about the 3 tactical fixes, guys, to turn your season around. I really want to help you guys turn your season around. And it's actually easier than what you actually think, guys, okay? Number one fix. You got to simplify your playbook, coach, okay? Simplify your goddamn playbook. Y'all got me? Like, you need to focus on, at practice, this is what you need to do. At practice, remember I said less is more, right? Literally what you need to do is focus on your core plays. Those core plays need to be, for us, it's 4 to 8 plays, okay? 4 to 8 plays. We're not like, don't do what I did years ago where I'm trying to figure it out with 4, like, oh, these plays ain't working. I'm going to add 20 more. No. You want to condense it down to your core plays. Get your kids really good at executing, keywords, executing the core plays, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. That's right, Coach G. Keep it simple, stupid. And Coach G, let me know if you want to hop on during the live Q&A segment and help me out with Q&A. Let me know, Coach, and I'll send you the guest link. All right? Let me know. But keep it simple. Y'all got me. Focus on your core plays. I would even focus on one formation because listen, if you're 0-5, 0-6, 0-7, now it's all about development. Okay. Now it's all about development and getting your kids better with the fundamentals. Okay. Now at practice, what you want to do, you want to run those core plays, and now you want to tighten up with your discipline. Okay. You want to tighten up with your discipline, focus on the execution. This is how you do it. I hope y'all taking notes, man. I'm giving y'all gems. I'm just throwing gold out there. I hope y'all catching this money. I'm giving y'all just gold and gems and pearls and everything, right? So what you want to do, find out where y'all suck at, okay? And I guarantee 99.99% of you guys suck in one of these two areas, blocking or tackling, or both. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, what area do y'all suck at the most, blocking or tackling, or both. You can put both too. That's fine. I take both. Let me know in the comments where you suck at. See, Detroit Sports says, yes, blocking and tackling. I know it. I know it. Let's see. Royal says both. Coach Winter says, where you go? Where you go? There we go. Our parents suck. Okay. Our parents, I got you on that. That's an external factor. I call the parents an external factor. Internally, let's see. He said, but it's both. There we go. There we go. RDR says both. You're right. Coach Hendrick says blocking. Coach Mitchell says blocking. I know. And what have I been talking about? Country boy, what's up, country boy? I hope you're doing good, man. So what have I been talking about, guys? Let me know in the comments. What have I been talking about on this goddamn show for the last 2 months? Since, probably 3 months. Since June, July. What have I been talking about on this show? What you need to be. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, man, this is good. Coach G, I'm about to send you a link, Coach. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Let me see here. See, it's a chat with everyone. I don't want to chat with everyone. Let me see here. Y'all bear with me. Y'all can tell like I don't be playing with this system the way I should be playing with it, because if I knew what I was doing, I would have already had Coach G up here. So Coach G, what I'm going to do, brother, is I'm going to drop the link for you, Coach. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Just come on, and I just won't let anybody else on. It's just that simple. So just know, guys, I'm going to drop this link. It's only for Coach G. Nobody else coming on. He's going to help with the live Q&A. Good stuff. Good stuff. I dropped it, Coach. What I've been talking about for the last arguably 3 months, you want to be the best blocking team, tackling team, and team that executes the fundamentals. You want to be the best blocking team, tackling team, and team that executes the fundamentals. It's that simple, guys. So against your playbook, number one. Number two, you want to focus on the fundamentals, okay? Blocking, tackling, and executing. If you just focus on blocking, tackling, and execution, guys, even if you don't win a game, because I don't know the talent level of your team, even if you don't win a game, you're going to play significantly better. Y'all got me. You're going to play significantly better. Focus on execution. But now this is the thing. You want to teach, critique, and repeat. Meaning, when you're doing these drills that y'all do at practice, you want to teach, critique, and repeat. All right? And you want to go with high reps at practice. Do y'all hear me? You want to go with high freaking reps at practice. Why? Because high reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed. Speed is going to equal a lot of wins for you. Okay? This is how you do it. Tactical fix number 2. And shout out to you, Coach G. Appreciate you on, brother. Appreciate that you on.
Of course, brother. Anytime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tactical fix number 2, guys. You want to reassess your player roles, okay? Rebuild player roles. In other words, find out, make sure your best players where they need to be. Make sure this is something that nobody talks about right here. Make sure your offensive line and defensive line are in the proper place. Y'all got me? Make sure you got the right players at guard, right players at tackle, right players at tight end, center. Usually, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I'm having a bad season, usually I got my center in the wrong spot. I got a tackle in the wrong spot. And then, like, I will change up my quarterback because my quarterback, for some reason, he don't want to be a quarterback. He's not competent for whatever reason. And I switch in up maybe a running back and we run smoother. I move that center over to a guard, move that guard to a tackle, find out, oh, okay, it's on me. I screwed up. Right? So just assess your talent. Don't make any major moves, okay? Don't make any major crazy moves, but just find out that one or two pieces. Let's start small, baby steps. 1 or 2 pieces that's stinking it up, and let's make some changes, okay? And start with mentally assessing how these kids are. If they're mentally checked out, them the ones you need to switch out. Because if they're mentally screwed up, it's going to take more time to really get them to where they need to be. And then tactical point number 3, and this is the last point, and then me and Coach G going to go into our live Q&A and answer your questions. Oh, this is a good one. Change the energy on the sideline. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Change the energy on the sideline. How is your energy on the sideline? How is your energy at practice? Are y'all negative? Are y'all full of crap? Are y'all bickering? Are y'all fussing? What's going on the sideline? One thing that we do, and this is just my coaching style during the game, is that during the game, I'm quiet. I'm like Tony Dungy. I think that's his name. Coach Dungy. I'm quiet. I'm analytical. I don't say much. If you hear me fuss, I'm fussing at my coaching staff. I rarely fuss at the kids on game day. But at practice, I'm the opposite. At practice, I am drill sergeant, all gas, no brakes. Coach G know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm all gas, no brakes, the whole 9 yards, because I want to make sure our kids are doing what they're supposed to do. At the game, I'm watching them perform. I'm making sure that it's sticking. Everything's sticking. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Now, I will get a kid if I see him, a guy right in front of him make a tackle and he just move out the way because he's scared. I get a kid for that. But usually if you hear me animated on the sideline, it's because we scored a touchdown. I'm fired up. I'm happy, but you will not hear a lot of, bickering back and forth or negativity with my staff because they know we lead with respect. The standard is high. Y'all got me. The standard is high. So Coach G, is it anything you want to say on those 3 tactical points, or you may have something you want to share in your experience with the group? What you got for us, Coach?
Well, like I said, I've been very, very blessed. I haven't had that freaking deadly season. I've been very blessed. But I've seen other people and I've watched and I've tried to help coach them from the sidelines too. And it's that thing, they start changing their game. And I try to tell people all the time, I use boxing a lot. I call my plays almost like I'm boxing. Everything starts with your jab. So freaking build your jab. Build your jab and keep your guard up when you throw the jab. That's your blocking. You got to have your blocking, everything. Once you master your jab, then you throw your right cross. Then you can start doing this other stuff. But people love to panic and just like, oh, this ain't working. We got to change it up completely. And that seems worse than sticking with the program.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this, man. Like literally, when you start changing everything up, it's like you having a leak in your bathroom, but you decide you want to get a foundation specialist to change the whole freaking foundation of your house, and you only got a leak in your freaking bathroom or whatever. I'm looking at the bathroom in my house. Yeah, so like literally, man, like guys, when you're having what I call a nightmare season, I don't want you guys to panic. You got to go back to the foundation. Go back to the foundation. Focus on simplicity. Focus on the foundational things that make football football, okay? Blocking, tackling, execution, winning in the trenches. If you focus on those 4 things, your team is going to perform better and you're going to win some games, okay? For some of you, look, this is what and again, I don't know your schedules. I don't know your team talent level because that does matter, okay? You know, if the backside of your season, you're going against the number 1, number 2 team in the league and y'all haven't learned how to win yet, you may not win. But at the same time, if you fix those things, you may end up beating that team, and that's be the very thing that turned the corner for your program. That's what happens.
You're at least going to be in the damn fight. You're going to be in the fight.
Right.
You got to show up.
Right. And the thing is, Coach, what's so funny is like most parents, they just want their kids to be competitive. Like they don't want to see their kids get drugged and blown out. And, you know, like in my experience, that's what I've seen. Like I've seen parents get behind their kids when they know the team may not be the most talented, but they're close, like the game 14-21 or, you know, 14-13 or whatever. They see the kid fighting. The parents turn on you when they see you week in, week out getting beat 35-0, 42-0, 28-0. Y'all not scoring touchdowns. The team not blocking. Kids getting hurt. The whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? That's when parents like, wait, man, can these dudes coach? Like,
you know, it always goes back to the basics too. Like I'll call it out straight as it is and how I've seen it for years. Blocking is just straight up ignored. They're the big kids. They're the slow kids. They're the unathletic kids, all this stuff. I don't care who you are. You need them. So you better freaking build them up. Stop ignoring them.
Right. Man, I love you preaching, Coach. You preaching, man. You cooking with me, man. You cooking.
Man, I'm angry about this stuff. I'm angry because, you know, and I'm not trying to attack any other coaches in the comments or anything like that. I don't know what their program's like either. Right. So, but the reality of it is you go out there and you start running your plays and you forget the fundamentals right off the bat. I'll run a freaking blast play 8 plays in a freaking row at practice because I've got things messing up. Come on.
Yep. I got your dog. My dog. Hey, where Luna at? I got my dog locked in one of the girls' rooms, man, with the kids, man. But and this is my thing. I run my programs a lot like how I run my business. If I'm not getting sales or something's going on in the business, I'm reverting back to the fundamentals as to like what's going on. What have I done wrong? You know, have I been marketing? Have I been, you know, posting? Am I following through with my customer fulfillment? Like what's going on to where the business not flowing and getting the outcomes that I want, right? So I do the same thing with my program. I go back to the basics. Are we blocking? Are we tackling? Are we executing? Are we respecting each other? Is the standard being upheld? Because we got the art of scoring and winning games down. What's causing us to lose games? Are we beating ourselves? And that's a big red flag too, guys. If you're playing games and you're beating yourselves, you're creating turnovers, I can guarantee you that's a you problem. That's a you problem, okay? That's a coaching issue that you have to fix. Y'all got me. That's a coaching issue you have to fix because if you don't fix it, it's going to fix you every single week you play until the end of the season. And then, you know, you have your banquet or whatever, and, you know, nobody's excited because they know what the score, what the season was. Who won a damn trophy and you 0-13? Who want to celebrate a season of failure, right? You know? And so you got to understand there's levels to this thing, right? So what I'm going to do, guys, and listen, we're about to get ready to go into our live Q&A, and I want you to go ahead and put your questions. If you have a question, this is your time to put your questions in the comments, okay? drop your question in the comments. Me and Coach G are going to address your questions. Also, TikTok, Facebook. Appreciate y'all guys so much for rocking with us. This is the time for you to come on over to the YouTube side if you want your questions answered. Okay, I'm only going to be taking questions from one screen tonight. Come on over to YouTube. Just type in Coach Beast. You'll see us live. Also, I guess we're not going to do the super chat today, Coach, because we haven't had nobody do super. It is what it is, right? But if we get $100 worth of super chats, I'm giving away my Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. That's all 18 of my playbooks. All right, all 18 of my playbooks to some lucky coach with the super chats. Also, if we hit 50 likes, I'm giving away my Beast Unleashed. Not my Beast Unleashed, my Strongman Beast offensive system, meaning you get the Beast 1.0, the Beast 2.0, the Beast 3.0, the Beast RPO. And this is stuff, man, dude. Y'all, hey, look, I don't even talk about the RPO that much, but the RPO is what you want if you want to mix modern and you want to pass the ball a little bit more, or if you want to do read options a lot more. That's the way to go with that. The Beast 3.0, y'all already know. This is where we got the stack set, the jigsaw set. We got orbit motions, return orbit. We got some nasty modern concepts mixed with a lot of the power offense that y'all love. Okay, so that's definitely what you want to get. So, Coach, with that being said, brother, are you ready for live Q&A?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see who we got. Okay, let's start here with Coach Winters. How do you get boys to not be scared to block or hit? Oh, it's a good one. You want to take that one first, Coach?
Yeah, man, I'll take that one.
Cool.
So every year you're going to find one or two that are still scared. Some kids are actually scared to hurt other kids too, which isn't a bad trait, but you got to tell them this is the zone we're in now. We need you to flip that switch a little bit. Slow down the practice. Like if y'all are doing big cracking hitting drills, you're going to destroy this kid's mentality right away. You gotta slow it down, make it comfortable. As they start getting comfortable, then you start making it a little bit more uncomfortable. You don't want them to stay comfortable. Test them, push them, continue to build them, drive their confidence up. Whenever they do something right, man, I'm the hype man for sure. As soon as I see any improvement, I'm up in their face, dabbing them up. Like that's what we do. It's sad to say, it's almost like training a dog. You give them a treat when they do the right thing. So that's my dab up. I'll yell at their mommy and daddy. Like, did you see that? And now mommy, daddy, coach is proud. Everyone's proud. And he's like, I'm going to do that again. It's a mindset thing. A lot of times with these little guys, it's a mindset thing.
It is.
And they're still babies. Like if you're looking at 7U, 6U, 7U, 8U, they're still technically babies. But at the same time, we are creating young men at an early age. You've got to start accessing those parts of their brain where they can wake up and become what we need them to be, not only just us, but for the world out here. Because it sucks out here. You ain't got nothing to do but freaking go for it.
Facts, man. Big facts. I totally agree with you. I'm on board 110% with you, Coach, on that. You know, let me take a step back and talk about this foundational stuff, guys. So literally what I do is, even in the summertime, we begin to go through progressions with our kids, right? In other words, we're teaching the kids how to tackle. We're teaching them the fundamentals. A lot of our tackling, guys, is based on, kid you not, they got partners. We do hawk tackling. So you got partners. We go near shoulder, near thigh, wrap and roll. They repeat that so much. It's just like Mr. Miyagi, right? It's like Mr. Miyagi, you know, with Karate Kid. Rinse on, rinse off. Rinse on, rinse off, right? We do that so much in the summer and like the month of August that the kids get freaking bored, right? So we go through our progressions where they work with a partner. Then they go to the pad. They oh man, hold on. Let me stop, guys, real quick. I'm sorry. We got our first super chat. Shout out to Country Boy for the $5 super chat. And let's see here. Country Boy says head coach just quit mid-game last night because offense couldn't execute plays. Been adding new plays every week and ignoring blocking. Pure chaos. Oh my God. Hey, coach, I'm going to start that one and we're going to get back to that one. That's a juicy one for sure. And thank you again, coach, for the super chat. All right. So again, coach, we start with a partner and then we go to pad. And you can reverse this process, by the way, okay? I like to start with a partner because I want to get them familiar with the body. I want to get them familiar with that body. So, we go near shoulder, near thigh, wrap, roll. If you don't like roll, because I've learned, Coach G, a lot of coaches don't like that term roll. So drive. How about that? Wrap and drive them to the ground, okay? So we do that. Then we go to the pad. Just regular pad. Just get them comfortable hitting that pad. Boom, boom, boom. Then we go to the bigger pad. We got a big freaking 70-pound tackling dummy, right? We get them comfortable with that. What we're looking for when we do that is we want to make sure they're targeting the proper area. We want to make sure they're using the proper shoulder, the proper technique, okay? And then we'll start doing our 2x2s and our 3x3s. Now we're tackling and we're blocking, we're putting it together and we're getting them comfortable, okay? Now, to Coach G's point, a lot of this stuff mental. Now, mind you, a lot of these kids, a lot of them never played football before. They never even dealt with adversity. The most adversity a lot of these kids dealt with is beating a boss on a freaking video game, okay? Like literally the most adversity a lot of these kids have dealt with is passing a math test. So understand that you getting kids that got different backgrounds. Like me, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff growing up. So me hitting somebody, it didn't really bother me, Coach G, I love to know your background too on this. But like me growing up, I was born and raised around football. My dad was an big alpha male, like I'm the youngest of 7 kids. I got 4 brothers and they used to box me and fight. And I had to learn how to fight and box and defend myself with some grown ass alpha men who was also football players and athletes. So it didn't bother me, but everybody didn't come from that background. You know what I'm saying, Coach G?
Oh, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. And yep, I was the kid that was scared. I was scared my first year of tackle. I remember being terrified. And, my dad, it worked for me, but it was not the right way. You look back at it now, that's freaking that'd be child abuse today. He coached me, and his best friend had his kids. So these 2 grown men grab us and throw us into each other, and then they tell us, ain't no one gonna hit you as hard as that the rest of this year. So get it over with.
Man, man, you made me laugh because all I can remember is our first tackling drill when I played youth football at 9 years old. And I don't know what Coach Prince and Coach Banks was thinking about, but like they was just like yelling and just berating us, man. Dude, like I was so nervous not to hit. I was nervous at what was going on around me because you would think a bomb about to drop on the practice field or something like that, man. Like, man, I remember just having that anxiety. Didn't know what anxiety was at the time as a kid, but I had so much anxiety, man. I could feel my spirit shaking on the inside. You feel me?
Yeah, you get them jitters, you got the butterflies, you're breathing heavy. Oh, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. So again, Coach, man, like, and this is the key, Coach. You got to rep this stuff with these kids so much that they get familiar with it, man. Like you can't just have them tackle once or twice and then think they're going to be, straight. No, you got to get them so familiar with repping tackling and making contact that it just becomes second nature to them, and let them know it's safe. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But if your kids are doing things that y'all probably seen a lot of my drill videos I've been dropping lately, kids running full speed into each other, helmet to helmet and stuff. Yeah, I'd be scared too if I was a kid. But if you take them through that progression, they're going to be okay. And if they're still scared and things of that nature, you got to keep working with them. Mm-hmm. They're going to overcome it.
Don't give up on them. You got to build some sort of improvement. They're going to improve somewhere. It's The reality of it is not everyone's a football player, but guess what? You have them for the season. Build something out of those kids. Build something.
Right. Now, let me address this last part before I get to Coach Hendrick's question. He says it's hard to rep when they don't consistently come to practice. Well, if they don't come to practice, that's a whole nother problem all in itself. That's a whole nother problem. If they're not coming to practice, don't play their ass.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yep.
Because, you know, they're sabotaging their own success, and usually it's the parent behind it that's prohibiting them from coming. But if the kid's not coming to practice, you can't play them, because they do become a detriment and a liability to the program and to themselves, you know. And a lot of the parents, especially, you get, like, I coached in the hood for about 5-6 years. You get a lot of parents who don't give a crap. They don't care if the kid come to practice or not, right? So if you got that situation and you can mitigate, you know, a kid coming to practice by picking them up or having somebody pick them up, that helps. Man, I had my red Toyota Tundra. I kid you not, about 12 kids in my truck. And I knew if the cop pulled me over, I'd probably go to jail for child endangerment. But the truck would be so packed.
The clown car.
The clown car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to make sure these kids had an opportunity to develop and be something. I cared that much about it. And I did this for years, guys. So find out what the problem is. Why isn't the kid coming to practice? If the kid not coming to practice, okay, you got a solution. Don't play his ass. Simple. And that goes back to my coaching points. Go back to the standard. What is your standard? What is your freaking standard, right? Our standard on attendance is, if a kid missed 1 day of practice, he don't play in the first quarter. If he missed 2 days of practice, he don't play in the first half. If he missed 3 days of practice, his ass don't play at all. And his parents signed that agreement at the beginning of the season. So if it's any problems there, they already know what it is. They already know what it is, you know?
Coach, you get that paper approved through your league director?
Yes. Okay. So what I do, Coach, is I make sure all the guidelines we have on the front end are in alignment with the league rules. So we could just copy and paste what the league rules are, right? And then I put 2 or 3 clauses that are team-based in there. The biggest thing for us is attendance and our equipment rental program, right? So those are our 2 big things. And I understand too, like, certain leagues, you have to get it approved, like a board and stuff like that. You got to know your league. But like with our league, got a relationship with the program director, go to her, you know, say, hey, look, we made our parents sign, you know, this parent agreement. It got all the rules, the exact rules that y'all have. We just got a rental program and we got an attendance policy. Is this cool? She look at it. Oh yeah, you straight. It's cool. Just take a copy, make copies of it for me so I can put it in your file. Boom. And then what's so cool is, and this is a point, this just hit me. This is a point, guys, that I have not told you guys about. It's a major advantage for you if you build relationships with your league office. Big advantage. Like if you can build that rapport and that relationship with your league office, like that's going to help you, because if they can judge you by your character and they know you a good guy and a good coach, that reputation will go, like, because sometimes a parent will backdoor you and say, well, you know, he yelled at the kids and he do this, and the league office like, no, he don't. We know Coach. We know Coach Beast. We know him. He been with the league for years. He donated thousands. You know, he invite us to practices, to watch the practices. Like, that's what we do. You feel me? So
even in I am on the board in my league. And in my case, everyone knows I'm the crazy coach. I am literally known as the crazy coach. And so people just generally know if I coach their kid's it's going to be high intensity. This kid is going to learn how to be very violent on the field, and they're going to learn how to execute everything. Dude, in our stretches, we will do our jumping jacks 3 times because these kids still don't know how to spell purple. It's ridiculous, but we're going to do it as many times as it takes. That's where it all starts.
Right. 100%. That's hilarious. All right, next question. Let's go to the next question, Coach. Let me see. Coach G. Okay, this one for you, Coach G. Coach G, how do you address fear of contact beyond technique and reps, psychological wise?
Oh man.
That's a good one.
So I was the scared kid. I got to think back a little bit because every kid's different. Every kid is different. Some things work here and don't work here.
That's true.
Most of our kids have siblings, and it's kind of a dark place to go. But most of our kids have siblings, and I'll use their siblings, little sisters, or something like that, as a tool. And I'll say, if a dog was chasing your little sister or something, are you just going to let them get caught? If someone was being mean to your little sister, are you just going to let it happen, or are you going to go stand up, knowing you may have to get into some conflict, you may have to fight someone? You can't be scared. The world needs men to take care of other people. Us as men, we have to take care of our families, and it kind of starts triggering things. And then we start implementing the whole, these are your brothers. This team is your brothers. We're going to stand up and fight for each other. Here at practice, we're going to learn how to fight for each other while we fight each other out here. You're going to learn the best of him. You're going to learn the best of him. You're going to learn the best of him. You're going to learn his flaws, his flaws, his flaws. You're going to find your flaws. The fear aspect itself, I just slow it down. I slow it down as much as I can. We still got to get a bump here and there. And I make it comfortable again. I got to slow it all the way down, back to comfortable, because some kids will completely break down. They get hit one time good and they break down. They get the air knocked out. Oh my God, I'm suffocating. Why am I drowning out of water? Like it's nurturing. We still have to nurture. It don't matter how intense you're going to be or anything. You still got to nurture. You have to nurture. They're still children. We're just got to show them how to become strong-willed men. And I try to teach my boys all the time, stand up for themselves, you know. There's some light bullying that goes on at the practices, but at the same time, I let my kids learn, how do you deal with conflict? You have to learn how to deal with conflict. We can't always rescue you. Someone that can't always be there to rescue. Learn how to deal with conflict. Learn how to talk it out. Learn how to, every now and then we get a couple scuffles here and there. We break it up, and hey, y'all need to apologize. Talk about it. What's going on? Well, he's doing this. He's doing this. Usually just a little bickering. But you start seeing the fight in each other. They start fighting. So that's where I'm like, okay, use that. And I see it as the, what do they call it? People call it toxic masculinity, but we need it. We're building our testosterone. Our testosterone starts coming into it, you know? And especially around them 11, 12, 13-year-old kids. Oh man, it gets nuts. I love it. But
go ahead. Go ahead.
The little guys, they love their siblings. They love their moms. So I use key things like that. Like, it could be a little dark, but
that's beautiful, Coach. Well said, well spoken. I won't lie, guys. Look, use this advice that I'm about to give you at your own discretion on this one, okay, guys? I can remember my first year coaching, and my kids were just half-assing with blocking. They was half-assing. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I did. I literally got our cheerleaders out there, and I had our cheerleaders act as defensive linemen. And I told them, if you can't block them, you ain't ready to play yet. Man, them girls came out there and drugged my boys. Now, I wasn't even expecting, I swear before the Lord, I was not expecting the girls to be so dominant on the line. But if you coach for a long time, you learn these girls at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, before these boys hit puberty, these girls are beasts. Yeah. They're strong as hell, right? And my first year coaching, I coached 9 and 10-year-olds. I wasn't coaching the senior team yet. And man, them girls manhandled them boys, and they seen it and I'm thinking about this now. This is crazy, man. This is like almost 20 years ago now. This just hit me that, man, that was a big turning point for my team. When they got manhandled by those girls, and you seen tears in their eyes and things of that nature, man, we was whipping teams. And mind you, I only had 15 kids on my team my first year. Then we lost 2 and had 13 all season. And we was like, you know, the movie 300, we was like the Spartans, man. We was beating the brakes off of teams way bigger than us because of our preparation and how intense our practice was and how mentally focused our guys was. But to Coach's point, some of these kids, man, they take a big hit. It's trauma. It's like trauma to them, man. I mean, I can remember the first time I got ran over. It was trauma. I was like, what is this? what the crap was this that I just went through? So you have to understand this, guys, as coaches. You are a teacher first. You are a teacher first and a developer, and you have to be a nurturer at times because these are still kids. Some of y'all are coaching babies, man. Some of y'all are coaching 5, 6-year-olds. These are babies, bro. So you have to be patient and allow the process of development to happen sometimes. And for some of y'all, this is just not your year to win it all.
Yep.
And that's okay. This is a year for you to develop, build foundation. You get better as a leader and as a coach. And then y'all come back the next year and y'all start whooping ass. That's how it works. All right. So that was good. I mean, that's a master class of advice right there. And guys, let's see. Before we get to the next question, actually, let me see where we are on likes. Miss Beast, where are we on likes? What we got? Hey, I'm telling y'all, Miss Beast on y'all like white on rice in the comments. I'm telling you.
Dude, she is on it.
She is, man.
She's on it. It reminds me of my lady. I give her the money and bills are always paid. Lights are always on. I don't ever have to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, here, man. Look, man, I wake up. I know what's going, like, you know, like kind of where we stay, the kids, you know, they don't have to walk far to the bus and all of that good stuff. But Miss Beast is already on it up. I don't really have to worry about a lot of anything other than making this money, grinding, doing what I need to do as a man. And she make it easy for me on that background. She don't like to be up, you know, up in front of the camera and stuff like that a lot. She like to work in the background. And but she gets it, man. She kills it. I tell her sometimes, man, I wish people can see your personality because she's hella funny. The stuff she say, man, she's hella funny. All right, let's see. Miss B says we're at 32. Guys, we are only at 32 likes. Really?
How many viewers are on there? What's going on?
We got 27 viewers. So this is what usually happens, Coach G.
What, they don't like me? They don't freaking like me?
Hell, me neither, man. You crushing it. They don't like me either. So usually we have 32 likes. Usually the people who are on right now, somebody haven't hit the like button yet, right? Somebody haven't hit that like button. So again, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. We're gonna take a time out. We're gonna take a like time out. Hit that like button for me so we can get to this next question. We get to 50 likes. All right, we get to 50 likes, guys. We're gonna give away this offensive system. Okay, we're gonna give away all those. It's 4 playbooks, and I can tell you right now, them 4 playbooks got well over 100 in some plays, like 120 plays or something like that, that you can choose from to really set your foundation and set your core. Okay, guys. So let's hit this go. We hit 100 and what we hit, Miss Beast, about 105. We hit over 100 likes last show. Like we crushed it last show, and I know we can do it again. I know we can do 50. That 50 light work, guys. That's light work.
Can I tell you what I learned on Saturday?
What you learned, Coach?
So my team went out as our opening game.
Oh yeah.
These guys set up damn near. It was a modified 4-2-5, but it was more of a 2-7.
Interesting.
Man, I'll tell you, it really screwed up my linemen and my lead blockers, because by the time they got to second and third level blocking, they don't know who to go after.
Right.
And this is not stuff. This wasn't anything I taught them either. Now, the defense they set up was basically a prevent. They just didn't want my boys running away long yardage, and technically it worked because we ended up having possession of the ball. We basically burned the clock up. We only put up 13 points.
Gotcha.
But we averaged about 6 to 8 yards a carry because of how far back they were. And
what formation you was running, Coach, on offense?
I run the bone or double wing.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah.
But no, they were heavy on the outside, so I said, shoot, forget the double wing. We're gonna smash the middle. And sure enough, every back I used, we were smashing the middle 6 to 8 yards every carry. Defensively, we held them to -3 yards in the whole game.
Wow.
It was bad. It was freaking bad.
Wow. What y'all run on defense, Coach?
I run the 4-4.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. So that's interesting. I imagine that when they were lined up on defense, they was just standing up, right? Like just like switching.
they had their 2 down tackles, their D tackles, and then what would be the D end, they almost had them out wide as the corner, and then their corners were out back even further, and then they had the linebackers far. I was like, man. So my kid was able to make one breakaway, and kid's freaking fast, bro. God, I'll send you the video.
Please do.
He got the one breakaway, and then the other one we just pounded it in, and it was just like I had never seen that. It was more of a flag football setup.
Yeah,
I was like, this is crazy. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. We'll burn the clock. I'll take the 13 points. We'll burn the clock all day. I don't care.
They was trying to play the stats. You know, they know 80. You know, most youth football teams going to run to the outside 80-85% of the time. So they was playing to stop the outside run, any sweeps and stuff like that. You did right. Just ground and pound and hit them with gut punches. Just tear up that body shots all day. You know what I mean?
And they never adjusted. And that's what of course I have my pops and then my assistant coach, he's on the side there. And we call timeouts and like, I don't know what that defense is. And they're like, me neither, but they can't stop you in the middle. I was like, screw it. I'll just pound the middle all day. I don't care. Yeah.
And they couldn't do nothing with it, huh? Just
no, they never adjusted. They never did.
Wow. So I'm pretty sure I can just about guarantee you they're going to go all season long betting to stop the outside run on most teams. And if coaches seen your game, they should have enough sense to say, hit them in the middle, body shots.
Yep.
You know,
I would hope they do. You know, like me, you know, I know the way we coach, I've got a plan for that too. But it's the fancy stuff is outside, the ugly stuff's in the middle. Go get my ugly yards. That's what I want.
Oh man, I love it. Well said, coach.
But it was fun, man. It was real fun.
Yeah, man, you got that dove. That's what matters.
1-0, talk of the town already.
Yeah. Hey, and that's what I love too about youth football. Like, especially if you coach for any given time, you always see something new, man. It's always something new that's like, what the hell? What is this mess? You know? So cool. All right, next question. What do we do when boys are absent from practice, but you still want to involve every kid, man? So, okay, coach.
Wants and needs,
man. I say this just about every show, and I'm a little bit more vulgar when I say it here at the house when I'm talking to Miss Beast about it. And I apply this not just in my coaching, but in my personal life. And as a businessman, the one who cares the most gets screwed the most. And I don't say screwed. I say, you know what I say. The one who cares the most gets screwed the most. You got to understand, and you got to be able to understand who's an asset, who's a liability. What's an asset? What's a liability? You got to measure that against everything you do in your program. What I mean by that is, you know, is there a coach that's a liability, that's being more of a liability than an asset, and he needs to be addressed? Is there a kid that's not showing up to practice, and as bad as you want to play him, you know, if he go in, he's going to hurt your team more than he's going to help your team. So, like I said, I'm very black and white on the attendance issue. I'm literally, if he don't come to practice, he's not going to play. Now, if he missed one day of practice, something, okay, again, he don't play in the first quarter. Okay, cool. Day 2, what's going on? Okay, well, you don't play in the second half. And day 3, I'm sorry, you don't play that particular week. That's just my policy and our standard in our program. And you got to be okay with that. You got to understand that your standard is the standard. Nobody is above the standard, not even you. If you start going crazy, and professionalism is one element of our pillars of our standard, right? And if I go and start being unprofessional, and I'm over here fighting parents, swinging on coaches, and all of that, and now the parents don't feel safe, that's on me. I need accountability on my end, until I get myself together. It's the same thing from the head down, coach. You got to hold the kids accountable that's not coming, and you can't coach them if they don't come. Practice is where the development happens, man. That's football. You're going to practice a hell of a lot more, than you even play a game. hell of a lot more.
A lot more.
You know, so they got to come to practice. All right, anything you want to say on that, Coach? Are you good?
I have one with the tenants issues, and I'll stick him right at D tackle. I'll put him right there in the mix. Live in the trenches. You don't want to show up and work. You're gonna live in the trenches. It sucks in there. You ain't got the body for it. Good luck.
Man, I like that. I like that. I love that.
I got beasts of linebackers. They know how to read and feel. They're gonna cover up where he gets probably blown out or something. He's either gonna learn to fight there and say, I freaking hate this, and learn a different position by showing up to practice, or he's just gonna get comfortable in the trenches. Maybe he'll grow up there. It works either way.
It sounds like you do what I do. Like if I got kids coming in off the bench, or they are like a developmental player, like, you know, they need a lot of development, I usually match those kids with a tier kid or a high B tier kid.
Solid backup.
Yep. That's exactly what I do. Like, of course, we run the 4-4 reaper as our base, and you know, usually my Mike, that's my dog, my alpha. He knows everything that, you know, and he controls the defense. So I will put maybe, you know, a developmental player at wheel, right? I may put him at wheel on defense, but to be quite honest with you, you already know where I stand on it. I'm putting as many kids on the line as I possibly can. I'm developing blockers galore on my team because it helps those big guys too. Like I get big monsters, something like I get 220, 230 pound, 40 pound kids on the line, and they're monsters. But sometimes I like to give those kids a break, put in a developmental player between my hogs, and because that kid may be only 140 pounds, I'm still we still developed him at practice, put him in at practice, so he know what the hell going on. He ain't coming out there like, you know, what do I do? What is a guard? What is a tackle? He know his role, simplify it, and you're good, you know? So
there's some kids I can't break the holding habit of. So I'm like, okay, you're going to be defense, man. I can't be having plays getting called back. You're going to be on defense.
Yep.
You can track the ball and roll. That's all you got to do.
That's it, man. That's good. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna have our super chat last. Save that one. That's a juicy one. Let me see. Coach Gadoy. I hope I didn't. I'm sorry for butchering that, Coach. He says, what can I do when my boys face off with a tough team and I have half of them are scared or nervous? All right, I'll take this one. You know, again, I always go back to the first game I played with my team, the team that we ended up going to the championship with only 13 kids. Our very first game, we played literally the scariest, most reputable team in the county at the time, the West Side Raiders. Shout out to the West Side Raiders. This team is known for being undefeated for years, man. Just got that rep, you know. So, and everybody want their kids on that team. So our little 13 players, you know, we out there, we're warming up. And mind you, this team, their color's orange and black now, but it used to be black and silver, right? So we're out there warming up on the football field. They're not out there yet. I haven't even seen them yet. I haven't even seen a coach yet, right? So it's probably about 15, 20 minutes before the game start. They come off the hill. You know, the way our field is, you come off a hill and you come on down into the field. They come off the field and all that black and silver, I kid you freaking not, they look like a storm cloud coming over the horizon. And literally everybody, me, my assistant coach, my kids, my parents, they like, good Lord. I heard the parents say, good Lord, what are we going to do? And I see the kids looking like, oh my God, you know, like, oh man, we're going to lose. You know, like, you always get that one kid, right? Oh man, we're going to lose. And I kid you not, guys, I grounded my team so hard. And I yelled at them that day. I told them, I said, man, look, remember the hard work we put in that practice. Remember who we are. It's us against the world. And you know what happened? We whooped the crap out of that team. We beat that team, man, this years ago. I want to say, I know we won by 2 touchdowns. So it's like maybe 28 14, 20, 21, 7. I don't remember the score. It was almost freaking 20 years ago. But I remember winning that game. And I said, oh my God, we got a good ass team. Because the way we played, we were disciplined. We focused on our job. We wasn't emotional. We just did our job. And I always say my first year team was one of my best teams because they were so disciplined and locked in, and they wasn't emotional. They just did their freaking job, man. And so again, if you focus on the preparation at practice and what you got to do at practice, leave the outcomes on the field. You got to rep this crap though, coach. You know, if you light with them at practice, they're going to be light at the game. If you don't rep it to where they build confidence, because some of this is a confidence issue. If you don't rep it to where they're building confidence, they're not going to play fast. They're going to play confused. They're going to play timid. And then when they get on the field, it's going to show, and they're going to get their tails beat, and you're going to feel embarrassed, and you're going to hear parents, all the external factors start flowing in. Now the parents, oh, they don't know how to coach. I'm put my kid on that team. I'm putting my kid on that team over there. You hear all that bull crap the parents say. You gotta kind of be deaf tone to that. But you are going to start hearing people whisper. So it all starts at practice. What you got on that, coach?
Yeah, I learned that just last March.
Wow.
March, we took an all-star team to Midland. And in the first pool play game, we played against Midland. Didn't know how high ranked they were in the nation or anything like that. They were a damn badass team,
man.
And we took a bunch of ragtag kids. We took all the kids that were 11, 12, and 13 years old. We built one 13U team, undersized, underaged, and undereducated on my part. Mm-hmm. Man, they beat the brakes off of us in that pool play game. Wow. They beat the brakes off of us. So then we go into bracket play. We played Lubbock. We beat Lubbock. And then my boys are hyped. Bracket comes out again. We got Midland again. I say, you know what? Is what it is. Let's go out and freaking fight. Yeah. I said, however the game ends is how it ends. I don't freaking care. But you're going to go out there and you're going to earn your damn respect. Yeah. Make sure they understand they freaking played Southern New Mexico, and that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So we went out there. Made our hits when we made our hits, made our blocks when we made our blocks. We earned their freaking respect. Their coaches were like, man, the scoreboard didn't even matter. The coaches came up to us and said, you got some freaking scrappers out here, dude. Because we had the little guys, bro. I love the little guys. They're the meanest.
Right.
But we earned their respect. They, of course, invited us back. So here in November, we're going to start working all that again.
Man, I love that, man. And that's our team, our identity, man. Like I get a lot of kids who, I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it. I get a lot of kids who are considered like the outcast, right? Yeah. Meaning, they may come from teams where they didn't get no playing time at all. The coaches just totally disregard them. I get kids from all over, and we make a team. But what my teams always have, whether we lack talent or something like that, we are football players. We are hard workers, and we gain the respect of our opponent every single game. I never forget. Shout out to Coach O. Guy was coaching youth football at the time. He's a high school coach now. I think he's an OC at a really good high school football program. But he came to me. We was playing another team, and he came to me after the game. I was heading to my truck. And he was like, hey, man, I just wanted to tell you, man, that was a good game the other week, and he was like, one thing I always love about your team, and this is why I love watching your team, they never beat themselves. They always play hard. You got to, like if you want to, he was like, if any team want to beat you guys, they got to beat you guys because you're not going to beat yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of team you want, guys. That's the kind of team you want. You want a team that don't beat themselves. Y'all hear me? Y'all want a team that's going to compete to that last whistle or that last second on the clock and leave everything on the field. But the problem is, because of lack of preparation in most cases, your boys don't be ready and they get exposed. and they keep getting exposed consistently because of preparation. Again, let's go back to the leadership and reassess, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong in terms of standard, culture, preparation, how we position these kids to win? Do I have 1,000 plays I'm going through? Do I need to go back to kind of to the foundation? I'm telling you guys, I keep saying this, and it's going, only 2% of you guys are going to listen to what I say with this. If you guys got 100 plays y'all running and y'all not putting up, y'all averaging 7 points a game, cut all them goddamn plays out and focus on your core plays. Just focus on, keep it simple, keep it condensed. Okay, Coach G, what offense you run again? Let them know what offense you run again.
Run that wishbone.
Wishbone. Wishbone is a tried and freaking true offense. You know why I run the double wing, the single wing, the beast? Because they're tried and true offenses. They've been here for years. The T formation, the diamond formation. They're tried and true.
I run the same thing. I run the wishbone, double wing, power eye, what else? Single wing. I run it all. Because it freaking works. I run wishbone because I love the way it looks. It's so fancy to me. That's my fanciness of that.
Yeah. I won't lie, guys. Like, you know, we ran the Maryland I formation my first year. I've been running the Maryland I formation for like 20 years now. I love the Maryland I because the way it's set up, you better know what the hell you're doing on defense. That's the only way you're going to be able to stop it. If you don't know what you're doing on defense, you're going to get exposed. Mm-hmm. I love running the beast offense for the same reason. If your defense cannot shoot the gaps, they're not disciplined, they don't know how to tackle, they're going to get their ass whipped. That's why I tell you guys, I tell you guys to run the beast, not because I just run the beast, okay? I tell you guys to run the beast because it's simple to install, and you can teach these kids how to block. You don't need a lot of talent to run this offense. You just need to teach your kids how to block and execute. And you need to teach your skill guys how to read their blocks, read their running lanes, and freaking go. I teach you guys this formation because it's simple. Like some of you guys are first year guys and y'all trying to run spread, run and shoot, West Coast offense. Y'all trying to pass at levels. Kids don't know how to catch. Kids don't know how to run routes. Quarterback don't know how to read. And y'all trying to just overcomplicate things, guys. Simplify things first, okay? When you simplify things, good things are going to freaking happen, especially when you got kids who may lack talent or you may not have a big roster. Keep it simple and let them get good at what they do. Mm-hmm. I'm scared of the man who's a master of one punch opposed to a guy who can kick, can punch, but I can take the shot. I'm scared of the dude that's got a hell of a right hand, and when he hit me, I'm gone. I'm out. Be that team. Be that team that got that iron fist. Y'all got me. So, man, I'll be trying not to preach, man. I'll be trying my best because
dude, I'll start rambling on some bull.
like my thing, Coach, I want everybody to understand that football does not have to be complicated. It don't have to be hard. It's an art to it, guys. And a lot of the outcomes y'all want is rooted in simplicity. You got to get like when I do my one-on-one calls and I tell Coach, hey, how's your blocking? He's like, yeah, we can be better. And I'm like, look, you got to prioritize block. He's like, well, okay, we'll put it somewhere in the back of practice. Dude, put blocking at the front of your. I'm telling you exactly what to do. When guys book calls on me, listen, guys, I tell y'all exactly what to do. I'm not one of these bullshit. Excuse my language. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying y'all to get better. I hope I'm getting demonetized. I'm not one of these BS influencers, content creators that when you book a call with me, you ask me questions and I'm stepping around stuff. I'm not one of those guys because I've been in your shoes where I had sucky mentors. I had really bad mentors. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. And all you have to do is do it. I have not had a coach yet out of my 3-4 years of doing this, Coach. I haven't had a coach say, come to me yet, say, Coach B, you full of crap, man. You gave me bad advice. I haven't heard nobody give me that. I keep it real with you guys because I want y'all to be successful. Like, why would I tell y'all bull crap it hurts my brand. It'll hurt my brand. Man, that don't work, man. You told me this and it didn't work. No, I'm keeping it real with you guys because I want y'all to win, man. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. All right, Coach. So before we get to this super chat, I want to acknowledge the other super chat we got. $4.99 super chat by RDR. Yeah, RDR 570. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Mm-hmm. He said, thanks for what you do. I'm new around here, but have our first round playoffs this week. They beat us in OT in the regular season, so need to buckle down. I got you, Coach. I got you, man. Hey, and appreciate you for the super, man. Appreciate you. All right. So let's get to big boy right here. Let's see. Country boy asks again, head coach just quit mid-game. That's wild. Just quit mid-game last night because offense couldn't execute plays. Been doing new plays every week and ignoring blocking per chaos. Okay, Coach. So first and foremost, I've heard of a lot of issues like that where the coach just walk away. Unfortunately, it's not the first or second time I've heard these type of situations that happen. Usually the coach walk away because, he lost total control of what he's doing, and usually it's not just him losing games, it's other stuff too that's going on that makes him just walk away from it. But now, Coach, that you got the job, follow the advice that me and Coach G talking about, man. Simplify that offense. You say you was adding plays every week. Screw that. Condense it down. I would say 4 to 8 plays, them just your core plays. Get your kids really good at that, okay? I don't know what defense you're running. If you're running, I'm going to recommend the 4-4 Reaper defense. Get you a good sound defense that's complementary to your players, because with the 4-4, you don't need a lot of alpha dogs like people think to run it. If you got alpha dogs, it's a plus, but you don't need it. Yeah, like my first year guys and second year, my guys weren't alphas. A lot of them was first year players, but they played good complementary football with each other. And so get just a good defense that's able to stop somebody, okay, and get you guys off the field. I mean, if you guys are keeping the teams y'all playing, let's say under 14 points a game, let's just say 14 points a game, and you guys are now averaging, let's say 21 points a game, you guys got a chance to be solid and win a good amount of your games. I don't know how you do it, Coach, but I know with me, we always kind of have a goal, right? Where 21 is our magic number in terms of we always want to get to 21, and we want to just speed to 21 on offense. But they already know that kind of my golden goal, let me put this up. This is my mic right here. Let me hang it on. My bunny, so to speak, is 28 points. I believe if we can get to 28 points, we're going to win that game, because on defense, we're keeping kids at about 14 points a game. So if we're averaging, we usually average about 35 points a game. With my offenses, I'm an offensive-minded guy. I just know how to score. We averaging 35 points a game. We're keeping teams at about 14 points a game. We're going to win most of our games. It's just math after that.
Yep. Yeah, no. I put all the pressure on my defense personally. I pushed the goose egg. I want 0 touchdowns on us all season. Mm-hmm. I push for perfection. As close as we can get, we're going to get there. And I think if you have a defense that doesn't allow a touchdown all season, you are freaking perfect.
Are you a defensive-minded coach?
I'm offensive-minded. I believe in defense. I stand with defense. If you don't have defense, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. Sorry.
I'm rubbing off on you, Coach. My bad.
So our goal this year, because some rule changes and everything, our goal is get to 18 points on the board. If we can get that lead, I want it above 18, so we can put our second string, third string guys in to run the ball. We're going to get these reps. That's my goal.
Yeah. Wow. That's so good. That's so good. That's so interesting. I mean, I love to talk this kind of stuff. Yeah. Like with us, and it's kind of like a subconscious thing I don't even share with the team, but I share kind of in myself. I love getting about 21 points at the end of the first quarter going into the second quarter. I do. I personally do, because I know if we get 21 points, I'm really able to play those second tier guys and they're able to get a lot of playing time. And, you know, I want them to get as much playing time as possible because I love the depth, especially going into playoffs and championship. You know, whenever I go to a championship game, damn, crazy stuff happens, you know, every time, every kids get hurt. Like our last one, we had kids break their arms. The other kid broke their arms. We lost our linebacker, our quarterback, best quarterback I ever had. All of a sudden, he's fumbling the ball 2-3 times. Like, what the hell? It's cold. It's like 30 degrees, 40, you know, like just crazy. So, but I like depth because like our middle linebacker broke his arm at the beginning of the second quarter, and we had to bring our back up in, but he had so much playing time from the season, I wasn't worried.
Yep.
Because he knew his assignment. You feel me?
Yep.
So, but see, a lot of y'all don't play y'all backups, and if y'all start to go down, y'all screwed, and you know it. That's why I always tell you guys, y'all better have a rotational system in place with your kids. Make sure every kid is getting developed. If your kids are not getting a lot of game time, they better get a lot of practice time, and they know what to do when they come into the game. Because if anything can go wrong during the season, you're going to have a game where crazy circus-like crap, Final Destination style crap happens, you know, where kids get hurt or a parent getting, a mom get into it with her husband and she left her husband and she took the kids.
Yep.
And so the kid ain't coming to the game because she didn't fell out with her old man. It happened to me. Okay.
Restraining order.
Can go wrong.
Restraining order kids.
Yeah, bro. Man, I had some crazy stuff. You get a parent selfish and like, hey, coach. You get a text. Hey, coach. I'm gonna make up a kid. Tay, he ain't gonna be able to make it. He got a birthday party this morning. What? Why didn't you tell me at the beginning of the? Obviously, you didn't decide that you was gonna do a birthday party at 7 a.m.
Chuck E. Cheese
you
can
knew
wait.
he was going to have a birthday party.
Chuck E. Cheese can wait. Like,
right.
Come on, man.
And the kid so happened to be your starting center or your starting running back. And you like, damn. So you better have your cards in line and have your backups ready at any given time, guys.
So going back to that question, because we freaking went off.
Yeah.
I think that's a great teachable moment too. The kids saw someone freaking quit and they saw another next man up situation. It's a great opportunity to teach, right? Like, man, I've seen guys quit and I have been very freaking harsh to them.
Yeah.
Super harsh. You will never coach in this league again. Carry on. Get the hell out. And I will freaking blasphemy. Their name is done. I'm like that. Your name is done around here. But I teach the kids. That's what a freaking quitter looks like. You don't ever want to be a freaking quitter.
Man.
Do not ever quit on people that believe in you and are trusting you. You cannot freaking quit.
Man, and my pet peeve is, you know, if I got a grown man coming on my field and he's drunk or I think you heard the story already where, you know, I had coaches come onto the field with a Budweiser in his hand. I said, man, what are you doing? Dude, you can't be out here. You know, as a matter of fact, you're good today. You're good. I've lost coaches, you know, like I kid you not, guys. I kid y'all not. Y'all think I'm BS and Miss Beast to tell you she's seen it. She's seen it. She's sitting right here. She's laughing because she know what I'm about to say. I am harder on my coaches than I am on my kids. And I'm hard on my kids, but I'm harder on my coaches because the adults are the example. Like we're running a freaking program. We got adults depending on us, right, to show up and to keep their kids safe and to develop their kids. Some coaches don't get the freaking memo.
They're just out there to say, "Oh, I'm a coach, man." They're out there to say, "Oh, I'm a coach. I got this team." Yada yada yada. The freaking glory, and I know it's like pride is a sin. I'm not very religious. Pride is a sin and all that. I take my freaking pride though on Friday nights when my ex players are out there.
Right.
I'm very prideful with that. I'm like, look at them, freaking look at them out there doing that thing.
Right, man.
That's where I want to see it. And then they start having kids, and I love it. We live so our city, our league is it's more recreational.
Yeah.
We have a draft, so every other year you got a whole new team basically.
Yeah.
And you're playing against all the same kids that are going to end up in the same 2 high schools.
Yeah.
So you're going to see them Friday nights. Every Friday night they're going to be out there. And I freaking love it, man. I live for freaking coaching. I love it.
Man, man, dude, I love hearing you say that, man. And this is why we do what we do, man. You know, like I say this all the time. Miss B tell me this, you know, at least once or twice a week. It's like, Tim, that's my name, Tim. You could be coaching college right now. People don't understand like who you really are and who, you know, and I tell her, and she noticed, like, I love kids. I love kids. Because and it's probably a part of my journey growing up. Like I always say, I was grossly neglected. I didn't have mentors and stuff. I had great parents, don't get me wrong, but like my mom was really religious. Speaking of religious, and I was a musician in the church and all of that. And she didn't want me to play sports, even though my brother next to me, he was all-state running back. And they went to all of his games, but all of a sudden you get to me, the baby in the family, you don't even want me to play. And she come and pull me. And so, and my dad, this is literally the reason why I coached youth football in 6th grade. He said he was going to coach my team. He had one practice. I brought all my friends. We had like 26 players day one. Had one practice. Next practice we show up. He didn't even show up. He is just out there. Needless to say, I had a tough 6th grade year because all the kids was bagging me because my dad didn't show up. And, you know, my dad owned his own business and you know, all of that good stuff. But, you know, my dad just didn't want to do it. Yep. And he didn't do it. And a lot of those kids missed the opportunity to play that particular year. And it was a hard year for me. And I never forget, I said to myself, I would never do this to nobody else's kids if I coached. And so that's probably one of the reasons why I started coaching so young. And ironically enough, I don't talk about this enough. My first coaching opportunity or experience came from helping my sister at 16 years old. She started a softball team, and I was the batting coach for her team at 16 because I was an athlete. I could jump through the gym. Ironically enough, football probably wasn't my best sport. You know, baseball, basketball was. You know, coach. Yeah, like, and it is funny because like my girls. I got a girl, my oldest daughter, she's a track star and a soccer player. Great athlete, natural athlete. Then my middle daughter, all American. She can do anything she wants, like volleyball, softball. She's good at everything, you know, fast, strong, you know, and I give them every opportunity in the world to develop and to do what they want to do because I didn't have those opportunities. And that's one of the reasons why I coach and why I do what I do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it just is what it is. So let's see here, Coach. I think that may be it for the Q&A segment. Let me just double check real quick. Miss Beast, where are we on the likes right now? Let me see. 7 more likes. We still haven't hit 50 likes. I guess they don't want that playbook, Coach.
I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
I had put it in the other day, and I think it got misinterpreted. Oh my gosh, interpreted. Whenever you read it out. So, our high school coaches in the area have told us that they are lacking leadership, and I was wondering, what can I do to create leaders? Because I myself am the leader of my team, and there are kids out there. They say they want to be like me, but in the high school level, I see it. I see my ex-players too. They don't know how to bring the follow me mentality, you know?
Yeah. And when the high school coaches say they don't have leaders, they're talking about the kids, right?
Yes.
Okay. So something that I always done, well, I ain't going to say always done, but I've done in my program is I started a junior coaches program. Now, in your situation, it may not have to be a junior coaches program, but a junior leadership program. And so what we always integrated in our program is we hold our kids to the fire in the terms of we teach them how to shake hands, make eye contact. We teach them how to tie ties. We hold them accountable in the area of standing up to bullies. If they see somebody being bullied or they see their teammate bullying somebody, it's their responsibility to address that situation or report it to an adult. Just those small little things that we're implementing, these challenges, right, with our kids. And while we're doing that, to reward them each week, we got helmet stickers, man. We got helmet stickers we do. We got belts we give. We call it Warrior of the Week. We kind of give these incentives for doing outstanding things. Another thing, man, I mean, I know everybody can't do this, what I'm about to say. So don't everybody come in the comments and be like, man, you can't do this, man. We will reward our kids with big stuff, man. I'm talking about, 1 year I gave all my kids PlayStations, my whole team PlayStations. I know everybody can't do that. And guess what? All of y'all don't have to do that, right? But we create a standard to help them understand that your hard work is not in vain, right? We literally, the way I talk to you guys about being the standard and being a high value football coach and having a high value program, I talk to my kids about the same thing. I want them to take pride and say, I'm the best of the best of the best up in this freaking school when I come up in here. So I'm putting everything in check. And so another thing we do, coach, is we do a lot of community outreach programs. So we do like trunk or treats, Easter egg hunts and events like that. And we have our kids a part of it. Again, we're teaching the kids community service while they're young and early, so they know what that looks like. They're not just takers, but they're givers, right? When I give stuff away to you guys, like I'm teaching, I'm literally being a leader and leading by example, right? To say, dude, it's okay to give crap away. We're going to be good over here, right? So that's what we do, coach. And look, you don't have to do all the things that we do starting off. It can be one or two initiatives, right? To start building leaders. So it sounds like with that head coach, with me knowing head coaches, they want somebody to be kind of, an initiative taker and somebody lead by example. So again,
I think what they're tired of is the cliques. You got this group of boys are here, and then this group of boys are here. There's no one to really bring the cohesion.
Yeah.
And then when everything does go awry, there's no one to step up. They're looking for someone to freaking step up. And it upset me whenever I freaking heard. I'm like, damn, I really dropped the ball on that, not even knowing I was dropping the ball on it.
Let me ask you this. I know you talking about the cliques and things of that nature. Is it a lot of drama with those cliques?
Not necessarily drama. Not necessarily drama. Sometimes there's the kids that end up with behavioral issues in the school, or they're getting caught at parties outside of school, and they need someone to tell them, hey, dude, this stuff over here is far more important than a weekend of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have the willpower in them to be verbal about it. And I think a lot of it comes from the texting and the technology and stuff. The kids have lost that communication. This is the group of kids I've had during the COVID year.
Yeah.
And it was rough, man. And it really changed a lot of kids. Even the kids now, we're super vocal with our kids now. We make sure we preach to our parents, take the freaking iPad away, take all that stuff away. Mm-hmm. And so we're making the changes, but I'm just looking for a little assistance on how, like what you said, community outreach and the junior coaching program, I think, is where it's at. I've got my 13-year-old boy coming out to my practices with me, and he'll work with the kids. Mm-hmm. And but
yeah, you can't go wrong with a leadership program, coach, because it begins to contextualize the off the field activities, not just the on the field activities.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're thinking about developing scholarship athletes. You're developing true leaders and kids that are positioning themselves to go to the next level. So, you know, I would, and we can talk about this a little bit too off the show, but having a structured leadership program, right, set in place, kind of similar to Beast Nation USA, right,
Mm-hmm.
where there's pillars that you are instilling in these kids, whether it's character, respect, community, you know, impact, mission, whatever that those values are. You get those pillars and you operate from those pillars. Okay, meaning that character, we got character development. We will give awards and certificates out each week or each month or whatever you want to do to acknowledge these kids that are standouts. Academics is huge for me, right? So, you know, we want to award the kids who are standing out in the classroom, making A's and B's, helping others, maybe, you know, on the team, right? Like, in other words, coach, you create a vehicle for these kids to now develop into leaders and show them what it looks like. You show them what it looks like, and then you have them exercise those same actions, and then give them more. I'm put it like this: give them incentives to continue that. That's when you begin to develop leaders and build culture, and that's when good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
It takes time; it's a process, just like developing a player on the field, but you give it 6 to 8 weeks, you will see changes. You know, you will see them.
I guess the one success we did, you know, is mine and my dad's part.
Mm-hmm.
It was my little brother. He's coaching in Las Cruces, New Mexico now. He's over at Centennial High School. He's a defensive back coach. So
nice.
It's like I guess we got one in our, but it of course it's in our bloodline right there. Right. We're a family of coaches, and I don't want to fail the next level. I don't like failing the next level. I want all my kids to go. This kid knows how to block. This kid knows how to run. This kid knows everything, you know? Yeah. And that it really hit me like, damn, I didn't create one freaking leader. That sucks.
Wow. Well, I understand. And look, it come down to this too, you know, some things are just learning lessons, coach. You know, we live and learn. Like, you know, we all, sorry, I got distracted over here. I heard some knocking. What is that over there? You know, we all coach because we love it, but it's a journey, man. Every year I'm learning something new. Every year I realize, man, I failed in this area. I thought I knew what I knew, but I screwed up. Now back to the drawing board. You feel me? And so don't beat yourself up. Number one, control what you can control. Whatever happened, whatever that coach said, okay, cool. I'm learning from it. Moving forward, let me do this. Let me do this junior coaches program, this junior leadership program. Let me chop it up with Coach Beast to see what I can do, right? Let me ask this question. You can only get better moving forward. You learn from your past, but you get better moving forward, and you're doing it the right way because you are a sponge, man. Like, that's what I love about you. You know, you got a lot of success as a coach, but you a sponge, and you got a pure heart for the game. And that's what it's about. Those are the coaches who become the best of the best, because there's no ceiling, man. No, there's no ceiling. And that's what it's all about, brother. You know, again, of course, you know, off the show, I got you, man. I got you. Because to be, I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm talking to everybody who's watching this show. Please take what I'm about to say in. Please take what I'm about to say. To be a high impact coach at any level, you got to have an unapologetic desire to change lives. If you just want to call plays, you're going to be forgotten. If you just want to win a plastic ass ring or a medal, I don't know if I even got the rings and stuff back here, but if you want to win that stuff, you're going to be forgotten. Nobody going to give a ish. But if you want to be a influential leader that's remembered, that's when your kids are in their 20s and 30s, they're going to remember you. You got to lead with a heart and a passion to change lives. And that's why I'm doing what I do on this show, because I want to help you guys change lives. Y'all are life changers. When you got the whole world out here talking down on youth football coach, oh, these youth, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, I go to my TikTok and you got parents in droves saying, oh, these coaches terrible. Oh, I hate I put my kid in the program. And that's why I said, like, I'm tired of hearing this crap. And I know a lot of what they're saying is they're not lying, some of them, because I deal with coaches who hate on me.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to get, all I do is try to give advice and help coaches. I get coaches saying all kind of crap about me. It is what it is, but it always come back, Coach G, that damn, these people are coaching somebody's kids and they're talking like this. They're hating like, yeah, go ahead.
I've had parents say they can't freaking stand me, but their kid loves me. So they bring their kid back anyway.
Damn.
So,
yeah, I mean, man, look, guys, I'm gonna say this to y'all, and I guess we transitioning from the Q&A to I'm gonna land the plane on the show. I'm gonna say this, Coach. Don't worry about y'all. Don't worry about your record. It is what it is. The damage done. You can't change what your record is right now, but you can change what's going on moving forward. Okay. I don't know what your goal and what your motivation is to be a youth football coach. Your motivation may have been, I just want to coach my son. Your motivation could have been, I just want to call plays. I want you to change that motivation to being a life changer and to shaping the life of a kid. When you shift that motivation, the veil going to come off your eyes, and now you're able to keep the main thing, and you're going to literally begin to slow things down for yourself, simplify things, and enjoy this process. Because now your mindset is on development, and now your mindset is on these kids, and you may see little Johnny, who was a kid that's not a natural football player. Now he's blocking consistently. Or little Terrence that's a running back. He's your third string running back. He can't read a lane if they lay a red carpet out for him, but he gets the ball and he runs for 5 yards, and you're pumped because he haven't did that all season. Appreciate the small things as a coach, man, because them small things are going to manifest into big things and big transformations for you as a coach. It's not just the kids learning and developing. It's you as the coach that's learning and developing as well. And therein lies the transformation. Therein lies, the opportunity to truly be a life changer. And now you're getting attention from ESPN and State Farm or whatever big companies or important people in your area that's looking at what you're doing. And that's when God began to bless you, the universe, both, whatever your belief is, it doesn't matter. That's when blessings begin to come, because people taking notice of your efforts. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's my closing remarks on the show. What you got, Coach G? I know I went preachy right there.
It's always the little things. No matter what in life, it's always the little things. They will either bite you in the butt, or it's going to be your freaking smallest piece of happiness that brings the most joy. So Enjoy everything. I've got a little boy with autism on my team this year. Mm-hmm. He came up to me and said, "Hey, Toach, I'm going to be a coach just like you when I get older." I'm like, I said, "Well, you want to be just like me?" He's like, "Yep." I said, "Well, you better get a lot meaner." "I got you." So, it's just the little things like that. I love the huddle banter. I can hear it all going on around me. And of course, I got to be stoic out there. I got to take charge, but some things will break me, man. I'm out there laughing. Like, it's those little things you get to enjoy. And then you hear mom and dad and the kid walk into the car, and they're explaining what they learned today. There's so many things, man. I wish people would just slow down and take it all in. Take it all in, because it's you haven't lived until you've given life.
Man,
it's awesome.
Man, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So guys, with that being said, that's the end of our live Q&A. I know some of you was trying to jump on, but again, we didn't have a panel today on the show. There was just live Q&A with Coach G assisting me with the live Q&A today. So of course we're gonna have more panels down the pipeline, but we were doing something a little different today, guys. Also, Miss Beast, where we at on the likes? Miss Beast,
Yeah, I appreciate it,
work.
Coach. I appreciate it, Coach, man. This is fun. I really love this. This is cool.
Hey, my pleasure, Coach. And you know, I got a ton of respect for you. You know, the wife and I speak very highly of you. And you know, quite honestly, I wouldn't have. I'm gonna just be honest. Let me be honest with everybody watching this show. Okay, I'm a very private guy. I'm a very direct guy. And I'm naturally an introvert, actually. I don't work with a lot of people. I've been through a lot of issues and a lot of betrayals and things in my life that has led me to only work with people I trust, right? So, you know, for me, you know, you are somebody who's been on the show consistently, somebody that has added value and somebody that I trust. I'm gonna just be honest. You know, game peeps game. A real one peeps a real one. And so, you know, for me, man, it's an honor to have you on and sharing your knowledge, not only, you know, the success that you had, but I knew I can have a real one up here to help me that's going to keep it 100 like I keep it 100. You feel me? And it's all about you guys at the end of the day. It's all about helping you guys be successful and have successful programs. Again, guys, let me see. Miss B says we're at 44 likes. I'll be damned. I guess we're not giving away no playbook today. That's all right. That's all right. No playbook today. Let me see. And shout out to TikTok, y'all. You know, appreciate y'all. We have 4,800 likes on TikTok. 4,800 freaking likes on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So appreciate you guys. And appreciate you guys who have hit the like button on the show too, man. Look, I appreciate every single one of you guys who come on this show every time I'm on. If y'all notice, I've been doing these midday shows for you guys because you got a lot of questions and I got a lot of answers, you know, and I want to be here for you guys every step of the way. Okay, guys. Let me see here.
What I like about the midday shows is it really opens your eyes up to how much nonsense can happen within the weeks. It's crazy, man.
Man, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That freaking video you posted today, that I don't know what the hell they were playing, a rapid game of Duck Duck Goose or something.
Oh yeah, that one. That one.
I was heated. Oh man.
And you know what? Like you know what's crazy is that I try if you notice, Coach, that my shorts now I try to get more drills, a lot more drills, because I really want to help coaches know what to do at practice. A lot of coaches don't know what to do and what drills to do at practice. So I post that. But what I also post are drills that you shouldn't do whatsoever. And, you know, guys get pissed at me sometimes when I post that kind of stuff because they feel like I'm putting their program on blast. But I'm giving an example to the coaching community as to what not to do if you want to be not only a good coach, but want your kids to be freaking safe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That is not, I don't care if I put someone on blast for that. That's not freaking right, man.
Right.
So right. I will put anyone on blast for stuff like that. You're supposed to protect these kids, man. And you're over here recording a video of some kid getting absolutely destroyed.
And what pissed me off the most about it, Coach, is when you hear a coach in the background say, "Good job, do it again."
Yeah, way to go, putting your head down. You probably shook your neck up and everything, man.
It's like it's one of those things too. It's like when you know better, you do better. You know, like I remember when I first coached, 20, 21 years old, and I was teaching the kids, you know, hit them hard as you can and all of it, because number one, I was 20. And I was doing exactly what my coaches, you know, was doing to us. And I was a linebacker. So, you know, the program I came from, they prided themselves on having a physical defense.
Yeah.
So, like, if you wasn't hitting hard, you wasn't getting no playing time, you know? And so, but when I started to learn and get better as a coach, I started to do better and I changed crap up, you know? And that's just how it is. You can't be no arrogant asshole.
Yep.
Excuse my language. You can't be an arrogant asshole with all this ego and you think somebody's always trying to tackle you and give you problems. No, that ain't the case, man. You know, it's my job to educate coaches around the world on how to coach. It's a part of what I do.
I don't think people have understand. Coaches have been sued. Coaches have been arrested for things that happen to their kids out there. They think it's a freaking joke, and it really isn't, man. You're a teacher. You are a teacher. These kids are in your care for the 2 hours, 3 hours you have them for.
Right. And to that point, coaches have been unalived.
Yes.
Each year, y'all know it. We all watch the news and internet and all of that. Coaches have been unalived each year because of program disasters, nightmare seasons. They lost control of their parents. They lost control of their coaching staffs. Why do y'all think I'm having this show? And I have multiple shows like this because I don't want you to be one of those guys. I don't want you to be a coach that got in a fight, a brawl, got kicked out of the league for that BS. I don't want, more than anything, I don't want you to be a coach where, you know, your life is on the line. Somebody's shooting at your program and you or your kids or your volunteers, you know, get hit by a bullet or something. I don't want that. That's why I'm teaching you guys how to have a professional program, how to have a respectful and a safe program, have a program with that to be proud of and eliminate all the negativity and the drama out of your program. Because if you allow it to go on, anything can happen. When you lose control of your program, anything can happen. And not only, you know, you hear these stories, and I'm actually going to be doing more reaction videos, guys, on the show, showing these disaster situations where programs are shut down because of fighting and stuff. Like you don't want that stuff to happen because, yeah, it hurts the kid the most, but it ruins your reputation. As a man, it ruins your reputation.
It happened just 40 minutes away from us last year.
Really?
It was thing after thing after thing. It was I don't know if you know New Mexico that well. It was Artesia, New Mexico. They finally got tackle football approved. They got two or three seasons out of it before they freaking messed it up. And so now those kids, you know, we're trying to pull them in. Like I said, we're gonna do our spring thing. We're trying to pull them in, but to get people to approve it over there, it's gonna be a task. A lot of people are scared, and it sucks that they're scared. It's freaking youth football. Come on.
Right.
But it's infuriating, man. I get freaking mad. Oh.
I get it. I totally get it, man. And I'm here to tell you, you know, guys, that's why I created Beast Nation USA, man. I don't have the slide right here to show it to you guys, but y'all know I've been preaching that all week. Beast Nation USA is our coaching community. I'm here to tell you right now, I'm gonna go in and say it. We're the #1 community for leadership and development for youth football coaches. Okay. We're not over here to compete with no certification programs like USA Football or, you know, Pop Warner or anything like that. That's not our job. Our job is to develop the most safe, the most phenomenal, outstanding programs in the country for our kids to be in. We want programs that's focused on leadership, character, respect, and impact. And it's my goal to prepare you guys, whether y'all are aspiring coaches, youth football coaches, your first year, or you've been doing it for a minute like me and Coach G have. You know, our goal is to put everybody in a position to where when a parent is looking to put their kid in a program, whether it's in Roswell, Hoover, Alabama, LA, the IE, wherever, parents are able to go to our website, beastnationusa.com, even though I haven't did the website yet, but beastnationusa.com, and they are able to find your program and say, oh, I trust Coach Beast because I've been following Coach Beast for 5 years, 6 years. I get all the advice. Mind you guys, I got well over 200,000 followers and parents that message me like crazy looking for programs. Now I'm going to marry you guys to the parents so you can have strong, not only safe programs for the kids, but the parents got programs that they can trust, and these are quality parents. It's a win-win-win, right? For everybody. So if you are interested in joining Beast Nation USA, all you got to do is go up to that QR code, scan the QR code, go and check it out. It's only $47 a month to join, counsel anytime. And that's that, man. And that's that. And you're going to meet phenomenal coaches like my boy, Coach G. And, you know, I got a lot of things down the pipeline that, you know, I got to chop it up with the brother about, you know, and all of that. Wink, wink. But yeah, man. So with that being said, is there anything else you would like to say, Coach, before we land the plane?
Hey, learn to love on top of it all. Learn to love. Learn to love.
Well said.
Without it, this world it's gonna be lost. We gotta love.
Facts. Well said. So, guys, I hope you got value from the show today. We are actually 2 likes short of our goal. Isn't that crazy, Coach?
Damn.
It is what it is.
Overtime.
Exactly. Lost that overtime. Missed the field goal. Whatever. So, guys, again, thank y'all so much for joining the show. I hope y'all got value from the show. Just know, man, we love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys every time you're on rocking with us. Again, we're going to be back here next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But listen, I need y'all. This is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell, because the time may change next week. It may change because these midday shows, I've noticed, have been a little more active and a lot of people been more available. I thought they wouldn't because people work, but more people are available. So we may
shows how much people ain't working like myself.
Bro, hey, Coach G, you always on, bro. Hey, I won't lie. I swear by it. We'll get on. I get on like at 11 or 12, and I'm like, I wonder if Coach G on his lunch break.
Even if I'm not, I got my AirPods in. And
got you.
Purple Rain.
Purple. All right, good deal. Guys, appreciate y'all. Thanks again for rocking with us, man. We will see y'all next week. Now, stay tuned again, because I may do some more pop-ups this week on the show. All right, with that being said, see you guys. Love you guys. Until next time, beast out. Peace. And thank you, Coach G.
Yes, sir. Thank you.